I don't claim any expertise on culinary matters, that is to say cooking, but after you've cooked for a very long amount of time in your life, you get this feeling that you could also be called an expert. That could sound funny, but I think it's also one of those characteristics of human beings that with repeated motions every day, they get to feel that now they are competent enough to handle whatever they handle on that basis. So, like I was saying, these culinary issues, people assume they don't need much training, but I believe these days, if you look at the improvements in the amount of devices being used, then you get that sensation and feeling that training becomes so much the necessary and inevitable part of it. The equipment's being used, even the mixing of the recipes, with the full knowledge that the mixing of the recipes is the actual matter that creates the flavor, creates the appeal of that particular food material which is being prepared. But that aside, even if you consider the biochemical nature of food and the biochemistry of bodies, therefore, it does mean that the mixing of these recipes must be to a certain extent without any medical, uh, disadvantage. So that's the meaning of the training part of it. We've heard of cases of food poisoning, and this is now not to say that culinary issues could be the main issue of food poisoning. I've already mentioned to you that biochemistry of the body might also be part of it. But without going into that much of length, it would just mean that people need some training actually for this to work. So I promise to give you maybe some videos randomly selected without any much bias or without much thought into the sources, some examples of recipes being prepared, use of equipment. I specifically look at maybe the temperatures required for sometimes the food to come out right. And in this way, I'm not saying I'm any expert, but if you listen to some of these chefs and people who are preparing food, who are trained, they have to use specific ambiances of temperature, and that means, in a way, I'm belaboring the point of use of correct use of the equipment and training that surrounds the whole matter. So I hope that those videos will be helpful